Welcome back to the channel. Some of you all been asking about how did your plants weather through the storm and what should I look for. My thing is I didn't have high expectations. My thought was at worst I'm going to lose some stuff. When we have storms like this in this area, it sets us back like years, especially if you got new plants or even if you got established plants. So we got sago palm right here, covered it up. Of course, I wasn't ready for snow like that type of snow, so did the best we could. We had Washingtonia palm right there. Let me do this. Let me put my buddy down right quick. This right here gives me hope that we good. I see green. This days later. I don't worry about none of this. Leave this stuff in the ground, fam. Do not bother it, even if it dries out and dies, because this is gonna turn brown. Let the weather warm up. Leave it in the ground. Look at my beautiful palm. Y'all saw it. We planted it last year. This gives me hope. Here, when I see green like that, after all this time, which has been over a week, it's gonna show you well over a week what we have. All of this is going to die back brown. It's going to die brown. All right. The core of the plant. Make sure you protect your core of the plant. Make sure, see, I made sure it was mulched up real nice and protected, because the core of these palm trees is what matters. Because eventually, this summer, this spring, you're going to have shoots going to spring up. Let's talk about some citrus. Does not look good at all, right? But what gives me hope, I still got green right here. If you look right up in here, I still got green. Now, it may turn brown, but it tells me that it still has life. And especially down here, I mulch up the base of the plant. These are young plants. They got hit hard. It's brutal. I mean, it snowed for days. And it was like about 6 to 7 inches here. So, Florida wasn't designed for this. Now you got some resilient palms. Now look at this palmetto palm. This palmetto palm, like because it can grow and it's very, very resilient. It can grow well. Now let me take you to the queen palm. My queen palms, I'm pushing the envelope in this area with queen palms. This is going to die back. That's going to die back. But I protect the base of the plant. Continue to protect the base of the plant. Mulch it up. I don't care what you got to put, insulation, sheathing, whatever. Just take care of your plants. We're going to make our way over here to another citrus. And this citrus here, I have hope, because what you're looking for is green. Well over a week after, you're looking for green. I see green. Don't take the mulch off. Let nature take its course, because we're not out of winter. The weather is crazy. It's not like it used to be. You got one cold snap or maybe 2 cold snap. No, you don't know. So you leave everything is. I put a whole blanket on this queen, because this queen made it through 2 winter storms and it's still alive. Once again, all of this is going to die back. All of this is going to die back. I'm concerned about the core of the plant. As we look in here, I still see green right there. A good green. Not that dead looking green. This dead looking green is a problem. But that deeper, real green, it's a burn. It's a frost burn. So I'm gonna leave this alone. We're gonna get some warm days. I will not uncover it. Not worried about none of my deciduous or however you pronounce it. None of the trees that need this coldness. But I got sago back there, got hit. It's gonna be okay. So if you're new to the game, this right here, your plant is not dead. What we're gonna do, once we get past the cold, once we get in the spring, we're gonna trim this back, and it's gonna stimulate new growth. And as this get a little bit older, we're gonna trim that back. But we want it to leave it alone, let nature take its course, and it's gonna be okay. Trust me, it's gonna be okay, fam. I really expect the worst results, because we're not prepared to take on this type of winter. Mulched up real good. Protect your base, your root system, your base. The root system will provide new shoots, the life of the plant. This right here is the fruit of the plant. You got the core, the stalk of the plant, the root of the plant. You can lose the stalk, You can lose all of this and that plant will still be alive. So leave it alone. Don't dig it up. Even if all of this dies, don't dig it up. Wait for it, because it will express itself in a lot of cases if you just leave it alone. Okay, remember, this is the fruit. This is the expression of the plant, but this may die back. And then if you see new shoots, you can cut all that stuff later on, but wait till you see the new shoots. Kumquat, Centennial Kumquat, man, it's so resilient. That's why I like this kumquats. I love growing kumquats because they are resilient to cold weather. Really, this weather very well. Did very well. I left it exposed because I knew it can take a lot of cold. Now Pam, oh my goodness. Pam, on the other hand, lemongrass, leave it alone, let it die. I say don't cut nothing until you start seeing new growth, and then you can cut. Pam, I had Pam covered up with blankets and everything, but let me tell you, I got hope, because look here, that's a good green. That green is good. Don't worry about these leaves. It will lose its leaves, drop its leaves, and then this spring you'll see new shoots. You'll see new growth going on. This gives me hope. Look at that right there. That green right there tells me I got life. I still have life here. So based on what it's been through, and especially at the top of the canopy, with me getting good green, I feel confident about it's gonna come back. My orange over here, look at that. That's a good sign right there. All that green on the shoots right here, and this is new growth, and it's still holding on. So I feel good about that. I protected the base of the plant, the root system. I had this kind of hanging over it. I don't care what you use. You find some stuff. You find something to cover your plants. And it was snowed down. This was full of snow. It was all on there. And yeah, the coldness still gets in, but it's protection. It's a form of protection. And right now, it's an overcast day, as you can see. But over the next few days, it should be getting up in our 70s. Weird, I know. And then they still saying we possibly will still experience some cold weather. Now let's transition. Every year, these die back, right? This banana. And then I got some other varieties of banana. I'm not worried about it. I buried it deep. If you get a little bit colder weather, bury it a little bit deeper than normal. Not deep, but just a little bit deeper than normal. And don't be watering it so heavy when you bury it deep, because you don't want the root stock to get mold and all that kind of stuff. But bury it a little bit deeper. And this one right here, y'all stay tuned. If the Lord be willing, you're gonna watch this start to get new pups, and it's gonna grow tremendously over the next coming months. So y'all stay tuned. Same thing with that banana right now. Same thing. So I can go throughout the property and show you different plants, but what I want to really show you is my strategic plan. It actually worked over here at the secret garden, man. So the secret garden, here we are. I planted this intentionally because I never grew in this area, never grew in this climate, this zone, not from this area. Sandy soil. So what I did is I tried plants semi-shade amongst the trees, and then I also tried them out there in the wide open. What I noticed in this area is the semi-shade tropicals do a whole lot better. They don't grow as fast because of semi-shade, but what I've learned is they do a whole lot better. Laripe is not burnt. This right here, you might not even recognize it, but this is a hibiscus. I leave it alone. You see that bouncing there? It ain't dead. Leave it alone. You're gonna see new growth come this year. Banana, y'all already know, leave it alone. This poor fella been gone before the winter storm. I've gone through a lot of queen palms, trial and error. You learn, you learn, you learn. The ripe looking good. African iris, it's burnt a little bit, but overall it looks good. These saber palms, they do very well. Pineapple, on the other hand, it get burnt. I'm hoping for new shoots this year. It didn't fare well. I forgot the name of that palm. It doesn't do well in cold, period. But I leave it in the ground, it will still spring up and do well. My iris, purple iris, will come back as normal. Now look